welcome to the Pylon. I'm Adam Goldstein, your host, and just want to thank everybody for tuning in. Also want to say a very special thank you to all of the new subscribers. Welcome to AGTV, welcome to the Pylon. I really appreciate you guys. It means a lot to me that you guys subscribe, so I hope that you guys enjoy today's episode. We're actually going to be following a little bit of the drama that happened after the Heather W. interview, some of the other goings-on with John Melendez, and I apologize that I've been slacking a little bit since the interview. To be honest, it was very draining. The Heather W. stuff, some of the messages that I'm still receiving from John's chat moderators, which includes threats to come and fight me, which I think is fucking hilarious. So just want to say, again, don't forget to check us out on the web at AdamGoldstein.info. There you can check out all of our shows, even the ones that have been banned from YouTube, including episode 2 of The Pylon. You can also get updates from me, and you can get links to all of our social media stuff, which is mostly the Discord server because I'm not into social media. But again, I just want to say thank you guys so much and welcome. So without further ado, we're going to get started. Our first topic for the day is actually going to be Opie. We're starting 44 minutes into his Not Today live stream, so we're going to check it out now.
Give me some money.
Right on, man. This guy gave me, is that Bitcoin? This guy gave me some Bitcoin. Thanks for all the years of entertainment.
No, Opie, not even close.
Odero Pacheco just gave me is that a Dodge?
Listen to Opie, fucking internet guy, man.
Dogcoin, what is it? I don't know. I think I got a Bitcoin, guys. I'm in.
Quit trying to be relevant in current Opie.
Your dog just went to the dog park for the first time. It is really weird. And
Doggy.
Then you got these assholes. Well, they're not assholes because, let me explain. I'll sit on a bench.
You're an asshole.
The doggy will run around and he'll pee and piss and play with all the other dogs. And the one thing when you're in a dog park,
say that?
This place is really clean. You can almost eat off the ground. It's ridiculous how clean it is. It's some kind of like kitty litter type of material.
Nobody wants to hear you talk.
Is the only way I can explain it. So when you leave the dog park, your dog's paws aren't dirty and muddy and ruining your apartment when you come back inside. But so I'll sit on a bench, and the one thing when you go to a dog park, the rules are they can pee wherever the fuck they want. There's nothing they can do about that. But as soon as your dog poops, you better get up immediately and get that in a bag before another dog steps in it and gets stinky foot, right?
Oh, wow, that is very interesting. Please tell me more.
So, but I'm also looking at my phone because I'm kind of bored.
Where is this fucking story going,
And
Opie?
I saw that my dog pooed the one time, and I'm thinking, I think he's good, for the rest of the time I'm here. But you're still looking up from your phone, making sure.
And what's up with the quality of the stream, dude? This is terrible.
Excuse me, is that your dog? He's all mad. I go, yeah, why? He goes, he pooed over there. Can he go pick it up? I mean, and I'm telling you, by the time I looked down at my phone, looked back up, and looked down again, my dog was out of my sight for maybe a minute or two. And the guy was that quick to get on my ass to pick up the poop.
It's the hard knock life for us. It's the hard knock life for us.
And then I wanted to fight the guy.
Yeah, kind of like you yelling at people at the restaurant for the mask thing. Fuck you, Opie. You deserve it.
An asshole to the guy. And then I realized if it was his dog that did that exact thing, and I have seen that, I would have been getting up to make sure that guy cleaned up his dog poo.
Well, that's because you're an idiot.
Oh, it's just
because you're a cunt and you have no fucking life, dude.
I'm learning the whole thing.
What a miserable person you are. Why can't you just walk your dog and just go home and
Opie started O&A.
You've gotta turn it into a big stink.
Robert Reyes. Yeah, man. I did start the O&A thing, and then I ended up hiring pretty much every single person that ever worked for the O&A show. I did that.
Smart man. I wonder how much Opie and Anthony that guy actually listened to.
Oh my God, the guy that gave me a Bitcoin. Opie's so underrated. It's a shame he's not prime time. Yeah, I probably did it to myself. I probably could pump this up a little more.
You think?
I could probably do that. I should go back to having guests on my podcast.
I'm so lonely, so lonely, so lonely inside real Rome.
That's understating it, dude. You missed your chance. You had a chance to build this podcast up
for his birthday.
I don't know what the hell you did.
But I gotta be honest, after Vic Henley
what
died,
you thought you were doing with this, but dude,
again. And then I let all the
Oh,
guests
here
go
we go with the
bye-bye
dead
for
friend
now, and I
name
just
drop.
wanted to kind of do it myself, but I think I'm entering the next stage of the podcast, and I'll start.
Yeah, do that. Go
getting,
bye-bye.
some
Yeah,
guests back
good
on
idea,
the thing.
Opie.
So. I'm always trying to change it up. I don't know.
Yeah, nobody wants to be on your podcast, Opie. That's what it is. Your podcast sucks
I'm not
ass.
begging for money on Facebook.
Ugh.
I'm not begging for money on Facebook. I turn this on almost every day, and
It doesn't matter. You're making a fool out of
most
yourself.
days, some days I make $100, but usually it's between 30
That's
and 50,
embarrassing.
30 and $60 every time.
You used to
it
be
turns on.
Opie from Opie and
If I was
Anthony. What the
making,
fuck happened to you, dude?
$500 a week, which I don't do the math. That's like less than $30,000 a year.
He doesn't make.
You know, but it's enough money to keep me motivated to keep turning this on. But I'm not begging anybody to do that. I'm not begging.
Really? 30,000
It's
a year?
amazing what people that don't like you, what they will run with. They see that I get excited because someone
What is
threw
that,
me a
everybody?
Bitcoin or $10, and then next thing you know, I'm begging for money on.
It's like 2 British pounds. Yeah, not a Bitcoin. Not even close,
There's
dude.
no way I could cover my nut by getting people to donate money when I live stream. But it's nice to get.
This is his little hint. He wants the pay pigs to step it
The fact
up.
is, I haven't made money in 4 years. If you need to know, because I know people were trying to figure that out.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
Oh, dude.
But
No,
I
nobody's trying to
saved
figure it out.
wisely.
They know.
I got into some real estate action. So, but with that said,
Yeah,
I
did ya?
still need to make
Yeah.
some money to pay down some of these bills.
Such a cool guy.
Yeah, man, you're hurting. That apartment in Manhattan's not cheap.
Oh boy.
Just the maintenance alone, dude, must kill you.
I told myself I wouldn't go there today, but that one's really funny, man. Read the comments for yourself. I'm just not going there myself. So, Trevor Lawrence is trying to look like
Oh my
Opie. Who's
God.
Trevor?
We might
Trevor
tap out of
Lawrence.
this. The quality's so bad.
Oh my God. Trevor Lawrence to check out my live stream to see what he's going to look like in 25 years. Okay, I'm curious. What's a good broadcasting school to get started? Living on Long Island, can you recommend a good broadcasting school? I've had a love-hate relationship with
Broadcasting school?
because I know.
Do you even need that
it's been
anymore?
my
Just
experience
start a
that
YouTube channel.
a lot of
And don't
people that
be
went to
a fucking
broadcasting
idiot.
school never really got a job out of it. I don't. I mean,
Yeah, go get yourself a nice radio
I
job.
can't recommend a broadcasting school. I mean, if you find one that's relatively cheap, so you're not spending a lot of money on it, then I would say maybe give it a try.
I'm a babbling idiot.
A lot of people ask me to give them advice.
Maybe find
if they
somebody
wanna
like
start a
Anthony
radio
Cumia
show
that's
or a
funny.
podcast or a live stream, and the
carry
simple
you?
answer is just be yourself. People know when you're not being yourself, and certainly at times I wasn't myself, and people called me out.
Yeah,
on it,
Opie,
but
they know.
The best thing you can do if you
going after
want to do
Donald
this, or a
Trump.
radio show or a
Let me
podcast,
tell you
is
something.
just be yourself.
Of course, Obama
Don't imitate people you
is
looked up to.
a Muslim.
What you do is you got to have like people
right?
you respected and did look up to. In my case, it was Brother Weeze. But then when it was my turn, I didn't want to copy what Brother Weeze was doing. I learned a lot from him, and then I spun that shit and made it into my own.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Really?
And I think
Because
that's the difference between being a
Brother Man, really?
a original
kinda
and
did.
being in a cover band. To take like a music analogy. Oh my God, analogy.
How come you suck?
I lack confidence.
how about Ringo? Is
Oh,
that
was
good
it
for
Bitcoin?
analogies for you?
It's
You want a
Euro?
music analogy? You're
Right,
Ringo,
I got
dude.
My first fucking Bitcoin. Robbie Bop Bop. Opie, are you okay, bud? Looking rough.
You really think
Well,
someone's gonna give you like $40,000
I just woke
for this shit? Oh my
I got
god,
horrible seasonal allergies.
looking rough.
And I'm
Dude,
also
I
an
love
older
how like
gentleman,
80% of the
so,
comments are just
yeah,
trolls.
I'm more than fine. Cheers with my Mickey Mouse coffee.
That cheers, dude. Stop.
I mean, I guess if I shower, I could look,
He gets
prettier
so
for you
nervous.
If
I were
need
this
that
nervous,
there,
I would
Robbie
just stop doing
Bop.
videos.
I guarantee if I shower, the hair won't look as
Robbie
greasy.
Bop Bop.
The swelling under my eyes will go away. I just want to.
Yeah, what's up with his eyes? He looks a little Chinesey.
Fucking wrinkles like an old lady's cunt.
A little squinty.
From the pollen and the seasonal allergies. God, I got €1. I thought I was
Okay,
into
we're gonna
the
tap the
Bitcoin
fuck
world
out
finally.
now. Okay, so this next one here is a quick one. We're actually going to be watching Opie telling an O&A story that he's never told before. So I'm sure this probably never happened, but let's check it out. Let's see what he says, and we're going to watch this entire one. We're going to start it now.
11, they were saying, yeah, this is a piece of the Trade Center.
Right.
You know, yeah, I mean, there are all kinds of freaking vultures out there that
What are
exist
you
on any kind of
recording yourself
tragedy,
on?
as long as they can claim, oh, yeah, this is a piece of it.
So Opie, 8% left. We're not letting you punch out. What's your big reveal
dude.
with 8%?
I was
Not
gonna.
letting you off the hook, brother.
Oh, you're too smart. I was hoping like this whole thing would just go dead. Yeah. So
Well, we can push it till next Friday and try to drive the numbers. I could smash my computer. We'll just break it.
it's not a bad idea. At the beginning of this, I said I will say something I've never said. A lot of these stories I've told over and over again, but I got plenty of things I've never told. Never.
Did I screw up? I'm sorry.
No, you didn't. No, all right. I'll give you this part of it. So, when Anthony got fired, they really wanted me to continue with the co-host. They didn't think Jimmy could cut
Just listen
it.
to the sound of Opie's voice.
And that's the truth.
He's
Sorry, Jimmy.
lying.
That's the truth. That's what they told me. And they offered a comedian.
He's getting all nervous and touching himself,
that
dude.
definitely did the show a lot back in the day. $1 million.
If I were playing poker with Opie right now, I would go all in.
Co-host a show with me after Anthony left.
And they said no?
And the comedian said no because he was too scared of the backlash he would receive in the comedy community and from Anthony himself. He said no to $1 million.
Wow.
Why he said no narrows down who it could be. Okay.
Yeah.
He wanted it. Oh, trust me. It wasn't that he didn't want to work with me.
Yeah.
Trust me. He wanted it, and he wanted to make $1 million a year. And this guy is not making $1 million a year right now.
No.
Oh, remember how I told you I'm a self-hating Italian, like, I am. We're the worst. We're loudmouths. We're maniacs. And I've had this experience in a business relationship with another Italian, which I'm a self-hating Italian, but I
said
kinda
that already.
Myself.
Right.
I know that's pretty hypocritical to do with my last name.
And then
but,
this laughing for what?
So like
Laugh.
Fauci and Cuomo, they're no good. So Italians who get into these things, they think they can, and Dick, you'll appreciate this, they think they can nuke a bridge. They can blow the bridge up, burn it to the ground, right? Just offend you, offend all of your family, and then when you don't want to make up with them, they are highly offended. They can't understand why you could possibly not want to make up.
Right.
And you're like, you just scorched this thing to the ground.
Yeah.
Can you shut up?
Yeah.
And they don't get that. And I've been on the other end of that. I understand it. And it's just, I don't know if, I know that's stereotypical. It's an Italian thing.
You stupid fucking blabbermouth cunt!
But
Hey,
in my
I'm
experience,
Italian.
it's been a certain culture that
so tired of these
they think they can just
fucking
blow
hack
stuff up.
Italian
and then you're
comedy
like,
stereotypes.
why can't we be friends again? I'm like, dude,
Right.
you dropped a nuke. It's hard to do. So I don't want to go down that road because that's been a negative road, but it's hard.
Shut the fuck up!
I think you know where I'm coming from, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But this person, he turned down $1 million contract a year. It would have been for 2 or 3 years.
Wow.
To do the show with me after Anthony left because they really wanted to keep the numbers up.
Didn't want a podcast with you,
in the end,
Opie.
I'm glad this person, was too scared to do it. He really was scared of the backlash and definitely scared of Anthony and his fan base.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with you, Opie.
That led me to doing it the way I wanted to do it anyway, which was to work with Carl, Vic, and Sherrod. Like SiriusXM didn't understand. They really wanted me with a big name co-host. And
that sounds terrible, dude.
That doesn't. just because you have a big name co-host doesn't mean this thing's going to work. I want to do it with the people that I already have chemistry with.
It doesn't even matter because the guy didn't want to work with you anyway.
I
so
definitely had some chemistry.
I guess it's kind of a moot point, right?
Do you think it would have worked?
He has to make it. Oh, and then I didn't want to do it.
Yeah,
it's always Opie's choice.
Actually.
Yeah,
but I have no regrets because it led me down the path with Carl, Vic, and Sherrod, which made me.
What, where they died?
Happy
What
again
path
doing
is that,
radio.
dude?
The thing I love to do. So now everyone's trying to guess the name. That's just a little tease, my brothers. Little tease, but that's something I've never ever said before.
Yeah, man, you would have been infinitely better off if you would just.
I might
if
have
you
to,
would just.
Pull out.
If you just podcasted with somebody that was good, like I think Jim, I think that might have been okay. I don't know.
Just put it in the book when you finally write it, because
I can't see this audio. How many times?
Jim got his.
Okay, another minute.
Just wait when you do the one and done frickin' book. Put it in there.
I got 200 pages written, but
cool.
But books are stupid at this point.
Yeah.
So.
I would love to see Opie's book.
Listen, books still sell, but fuck the book. The story's not over yet.
Fucking quiz!
No. And I like
not over yet.
And I like just doing it in pieces on my podcast and my live stream anyway. So
yeah.
But do you want to know the name of the comedian?
Yeah.
It is Friday. What?
He's gonna hang up on us. Jesus.
Who gives a fuck? Just say it. Jim Brewer.
Why would he do that? Why would he do that? Are you crazy?
Because that'd be an excellent end to the podcast.
Do that.
Sopranos, cut the black.
Fucking morons everywhere.
And Q, don't stop believing.
Yeah, bye doggy, click.
Hip hop, I hip it to the hip hop.
Oh my god, these guys are fags.
I mean, the iPad's running out of battery. And
what a shame that is, huh?
Here we go.
No, I'm for real. I'm down.
Go.
Right now.
Go.
Opie's voice going up. Lie.
It stinks.
So this week on his podcast, Anthony revealed that Joe Rogan actually said that Opie is fucking nuts. But I don't know. I'm kind of curious as to whether Joe kind of told Anthony it would be okay to mention that. But yeah, I'm sure that's gonna drive Opie fucking nuts. That's hilarious.
That's friendship. Friendship isn't going, Rogan, I thought we were buds, dude. Brother man, do my show. Rogan actually, we didn't talk about Opie at all, but right when I saw Rogan, the second I saw him, we literally shake hands. I go, hey, dude, what's up? How you doing? He goes, good. He goes, how's your boy doing, man? Is he still fucking nuts? How's your boy doing? Is he still fucking nuts? And I didn't have to think for a second who he was talking about. I went, oh yeah, batshit. Fucking batshit. And he just makes those Rogan eyes like, fuck.
This is your coworker, Opie. He is a burden of the state, deemed unfit for mainstream society. He is your superior.
Okay, so this next one is going to be Stuttering John from May 13th, where he has ridiculous mushroom hair. This was right before he got his sexy haircut. So we're going to start this one 3 minutes and 30 seconds. We're going to start this one now. Ugh. Why do I do this to myself?
Yeah, baby! Welcome to the world famous Stuttering John podcast. I am here. You're here. I'm looking forward to the show today. First, let me apologize about the show on Tuesday.
For abusing women?
It just wasn't just going to work. We had scheduling conflicts.
John was served with a cease and desist.
It's because I had to use I ran out of shampoo, so I had to fill up the shampoo bottle with water, and it just didn't do me a good job. Anyway,
just buy some more shampoo, you
ignore the hair.
Fucking lowlife.
Let's move on.
I can't ignore the hair. That looks like a mushroom. That's too funny.
/John Melendez Inc. I might as well just mess this thing up.
You look like you're 5 years old.
Yeah, you might as well just.
Gonna look any better. I gotta get a haircut anyway.
Wear a hat, dude. You look terrible.
PayPal.me/John Melendez Inc. PayPal.me/John Melendez Inc. Hello, Karate Joe, Page CM, PCM. Kinky Streets is here. Cosmic Rose, Jill Carter with the badge. Myra Little. Let's see. Been a little bit boring without the Trace Amigos this last week, LOL. But they have to get their
How can anybody watch this fucking show? It's the worst.
Line chat will be today's show will definitely deliver. Cosmic Charlie 52, my brother-in-law, and then Sixes is here, and Nikki B, the lovely Nikki B with the badge, and Andrea McCready from Facebook and from Ontario.
What happened to Sean, Hockey Canada?
From on Facebook, I figured out how to get that all working again. Thank God. That was a big pain in the tuckus. Mark P with the badge. David Koresh with the badge.
I wonder if he even knows who the fuck David Koresh was.
Carlene Martin from Iowa.
I think that's a troll that goes right over his head.
I want to tell everybody, I'm starting to mail signed T-shirts and/or face masks tomorrow.
What are you waiting for, huh? What are you waiting for?
Okay, as much
Perfect
as I hate
timing,
going to
just as
post
the
office,
pandemic is ending and people aren't wearing those fucking things anymore.
If you're a top tier on Patreon or YouTube, I keep my word. I got my Sharpies, either silver, copper, or gold. Just tell me, and then I'll sign it. So if you're on Patreon or a YouTube member, please email me.
You're not famous anymore.
Oh, that's a real treat, I'm sure.
John Depp is here from Ohio. King Cap with the badge. Celtic.
Guys, I can't do this
Celtic
anymore. I might just
Mary
stop
is
doing
here.
this show.
Maurice
I can't.
Aguirre. Mauricio, what's up, my man, my neighbor? Susan Ricciardi from Facebook.
John's smart. His strategy is just to fucking bore me to death, so I stop covering his show.
My sister is here.
It's actually not a
Susan, I
bad,
got
not a
your,
bad strategy.
Email, and I did pull it up. Rebecca Hawthorne, Martha Salinas with the badge, Phil P, Peter Dubin, and anyway, Robin Masters from Texas, D World, Stephanie Clark, Kevin Murphy from
Jesus
Facebook.
Christ,
okay,
dude.
we have a damn CB. We have a damn ustamps.com and never make another trip to the post office ever again. Thank you, CB. But I got to stuff these T-shirts into those bigger envelopes. Teresa Horsley and Laura Colston.
Why don't you figure this
from
shit
South
out on your
Carolina
own
with the
time and
badge.
just
And Kevin Murphy
making
from
people
Toronto,
watch your friggin'
just like Sean Hockey
whatever
Canada,
you're
25, my moderator. Now there seems to be some confusion.
Ooh.
You know, a couple of guys were trying to stir up crap between me and Hal Sparks. There's no crap.
Was it me?
They're saying, how come Hal's not on? And I just said, because now that I have this new gig, I'm doing the show at the same time. We covered this already.
Because you're threatening one of Hal's fans.
There's no problems. Look at this faggot. But that's what, so I had to say I tweeted back, we're doing it at the same time now. And then, and then Hal said something like, too much drama. I'm not creating the drama.
Yes, you are.
I'm just, I know that he's
I
at the
just
same time I am.
Busted.
But this will change.
You
in
are exposed.
2 weeks. Or 3 weeks, I'll be back to their usual time.
I'll be really surprised if Hal Sparks comes back on his show.
We got a
Maybe
lot
he
to
will,
talk
but
about.
I don't know. It doesn't.
Joe Manchin is a piece
doesn't
of
seem
garbage.
that way.
A total piece of garbage.
A total piece of wow.
He might as well.
Your political analysis, dude.
He
Shit.
might as well just become a Republican. Let's face it. I
am too smart. I am too smart.
Ugh.
Sean from London, not Toronto, like saying you're from San Francisco. Sean Hockey Canada 25 is from Toronto. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm dead sexy. Look at my sexy body.
Or around that area.
Nobody cares, dude. Just move
Adam
on
Vickers
with the
is
show.
here.
Get to the.
But so today we have two great guests. We got
God.
Glenn Kirshner, Laura Colston. Oh, and I saw that Sixes also super
This is
chatted
so
me, $10.
hard to listen
Thank you very
to.
much. And Laura Colston, thanks for the $5. I got to make up for the day that I missed. You know, it was a real
Yeah, the day
hard
you got
time.
served.
I was trying to book a bunch of guests.
You got served with the
Dino
cease and
Badal
desist
is
for
on
cyber
vacation.
stalking,
Everybody
and
I reached
I
out
have
to,
the letter.
Adriana Spaliot is busy with
Fuckhead.
congressman stuff, and I was just like going nuts. And I'm like, all right, you know what? I can't get a guest. You know, and I'm trying, but everybody
Because you're toxic. You're
some people
cancer.
Canceled last minute. I'm like, you know what? The writing's on the wall today. I won't do a show. I'll come back strong on Thursday.
Yeah,
and
man,
now
you had a
Saturday,
bad day that
and then
Tuesday. I know why.
On next Tuesday, but Glenn Kirshner's going to be here in 5 minutes, and then also Dr. Jack Brown. I like to analyze some of Matt Getz's body language as he is going to the pokey because his boy, it looks like, is agreeing and is going to start singing on Monday. Matt Gaetz is going down and going to the pokey.
I'm no racehorse, but I could have beat them here.
Might be the first of many, along with Ted the Booze Cruise and Donald Dickhead Sr. It's happening.
all the everybody who's a Republican is just going to be imprisoned.
So trust me on that. It is happening.
Dude, I'd like to see you fucking go down for the Heather W thing.
To talk to him because he is going to tell us all about it. And
what did they do? Did they threaten women? Were they cyber
got
stalking?
Any money from you lately? I don't know why. I think you just
Logical.
I don't know. I think you either you went broke.
Now go home and get your fucking shine box.
But I mean, it's been like 2 weeks since the last time that you sent me money.
He went broke.
Me, God, at least I'm guessing like $400 or $500. My mom is here.
And you're it's still not enough to pay that overdue gas bill, no?
Yeah, I know it's a pain for a lot of you guys because you love both Hal and I, and I understand. So, but you know, I know it's gonna be, you know, so you can go back and forth. I understand. Krista Hughes with the badge, very beautiful Krista Hughes.
Dude, what retard broadcasting school did you go to?
Glenn's video was great today. I can't wait to talk to Glenn. There's just too much.
Yeah, man, we're gonna tap the fuck out. That was cool. That was a cool segment. We're tapping out.
What a piece of garbage you are. How do you sleep, Joe Manchin? Seriously, like
Sorry,
the John Lennon song.
Stick with it for a
How do you
second.
sleep? I mean, really? You become a shill for the Republican Party, the voter suppression party, Joe? Say it ain't so, Joe. You are a piece of shit, Joe. Ugh. God, if only the Midas Touch brothers would finance me, and I could go interview Joe Manchin at the Capitol and say, okay, what's the matter? Does Trump have pictures of you, too? What's
but you
going
won't
on,
be able
Joe?
to because Fred and Howard
freaking vile
won't be there to write
garbage.
the jokes for you. Or Jackie.
Then we have that dude, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
I would like to
now
see him try to do
starting
interviews
a
now.
ruckus with
It's like
AOC.
stupid, washed up version of John Melendez. That would be great.
So that is another whole thing that we're going to have to deal with.
Okay, so we really are tapping out now. We're tapping out, and so that was wow. Yeah, dude, I'm telling you, I don't care what anybody says. I really believe he was served on that Tuesday. And the reason why I don't know that for sure whether he was actually served, but it definitely seems that way because I received a copy of the letter for the cyberstalk and the cease and desist, and it looked totally legit. And the person who sent it to me, I have reason to believe that she's not making that up. And yeah, no, the thing is, I stopped, and I'll get into this a little bit later, but I stopped all contact with Heather W. So there's no way for me to know for sure whether John was actually served, but I believe that he was. I have every reason to believe that he was, so that's fucking hilarious that he's trying to come up with, oh, my guest canceled, which that doesn't look good either. I believe that. I definitely would believe something about his guests canceling, so. Okay, so we're starting this one. This is the podcast of Stuttering John podcast from the 20th, and we are 9 minutes and 45 seconds in. We're going to start this bad boy now.
Coretta Burke, Diane Brazil, how was my date? Well,
look at that
lucky.
Haircut.
Thank you very much. Yes, I did get lucky. I am happy to announce.
And she got unlucky.
I was telling some of my friends at the pub, they're like, John, we don't need to hear this. I go, What do you think I did for a living on the Howard Stern Show? We talk about our lives.
I'm dead sexy. Look at my sexy body.
That's what we do.
Ugh.
Vicky J, love the show. Great guest.
Disgusting. Nobody wants to hear. That's funny that even your bar buddies are like,
29,
dude, we don't want to hear. We don't want to hear about your freaking conquests.
Phil P, Chess Flexer.
John looks like an angry lesbian with that haircut. He looks terrible.
Cardiff Electric. Make sure everyone joins the
Cardiff
hashtag
Electric.
SJ Army.
John.
Thanks, Cardiff. Or shall I say Sal?
Thanks, me. Just look in the mirror when you thank yourself, dude.
Ios Georgios. John is woke. And Bruce, home run. I will remove the link. Being told
It was the haircut, wasn't it?
It was the haircut. Wasn't it, John? Yeah. Good as gold. Yeah, I started a little bit early. Good as gold. I thought I would. Bicycle Mike 42, my only Twitch person. Okay, well, skull to that.
Green screen fail.
Damn it.
Looks so dumb. Your green screen looks like
Cardiff,
shit anyways. Just get rid of that thing.
That you Sal D. Let's see.
Bulletproof windows, troll safe doors, nothing but kindness in here.
You might call me a pussy, but I won't hear you in my safe space. My safe space.
Bulletproof windows.
Hold on.
How embarrassing is it that you need like fake sock troll accounts to praise you?
All right. So, first, let's applaud Joe Biden and the Biden administration. Because Joe
What, did
Biden
he not poop his pants today?
put Netanyahu, who puts the Yahoo in net.
Would you get a fly?
He
Fruit flies?
called Netanyahu 6 times. Benny Loco, Looking Sharp, John, thank you very much for the $5. Looking Sharp, John Cheetos, now hit the thumbs up button. Thank you very much there, Benny Loco. Keep those super
The
chats
same
coming.
5
Just
people
helps
that
the production.
friggin' lick his
it
nutsack
keeps me
while he sits
going.
there like,
Keep on doing
oh my
it.
god, thank you so much.
Let's
It's
go!
embarrassing, dude. It's good you have like a little loyal following, but it's just seems like it's all your chat moderators that are friggin' kissing your ass, trying to pump your numbers up. You should have more of a following.
Give me some money. Give me some money.
Be a little gentler. Don't friggin'... You do this, dude, your computer's bouncing around all over the place. Stop
Kevin
doing that.
Murphy, Stage Dog is here.
Tap lightly.
Hello, Stage Dog.
This
And,
guy's oblivious to everything that's going on
but
around
yeah.
him.
Netanyahu puts the Yahoo in Netan. Look, the guy is
Good
a
one.
douchebag.
Home
I
run,
can't
call me a
stand it.
home run.
You know, it was weird. You know, just come on now. Come on
This is
now.
the most unprofessional podcast.
Oh no, not reality. Somebody stop him. I'll take care of him, Jenny. You can't ruin our lives, reality. Our safe space will keep you out.
Even for a podcast, he's got no fucking production value. He's got no self-awareness. And this is the guy who used to be on 2 of the biggest fucking shows ever. Like, I was listening to the WATP bonus episode this week where they were, he was on the Revenge of the Cis Guys show. And that's another thing I'm going to talk about because Mersh, man, he roasted me this week. He roasted me good. And some of it was funny, but I was a little pissed. There's one thing, and I'll get to it later, but there's one thing that he said, ooh, it pissed me off so bad, dude. So we're going to talk about that. But it was pretty funny. They were ranking on John this week, and actually, it was, I got to say, though, Mersh played the Heather W. interview, and he played a lot of it, and he spent a lot of time talking about it, and I think that's part of the reason. I think the fact that he's talking about it is starting to kind of freak John out a little bit, because I've received a lot of threats this week from his moderators. There was one of his, and when I say moderators, I mean it could be a troll account, it could be John himself. Sometimes these trolls, they kind of sound like John, but there was this one guy who he basically said to me, he said, hey, I know where you live, and, you know, I'm going to come after you, and just wait. And I said, okay, where do I live? Nothing. So apparently he's willing to threaten me. He wants to come and fight me, but he doesn't want to dox me. So I do appreciate that. That's good that he, he knows where I live, but he just doesn't want to say where it is. Next thing that I'm going to talk about is the fallout from the Heather W. interview. So I didn't originally, at first I didn't know like what I was going to say about this. I didn't want to blast the lady. You know, Heather was a great first interview. There's no doubt that the controversy, the stuff between her and John definitely helped my channel. It did help me get some subscribers, and I do appreciate that, but the lady was very, very, I'm trying to think of a way to say this nicely. It was a lot of work talking to her, managing the lead up to the interview and everything like that. And to be fair, there was a lot of drama going on. John really was harassing this lady, and I wholeheartedly believe her, even though I understand that a lot of people have called to my attention the fact that the lady is kooky. She's a little odd, and she's a little socially awkward, and it seems like she definitely doesn't hate getting attention. And come on, let's be honest. I mean, all of us, we're in the YouTube game, we're all doing videos. Come on, none of us really hate attention. We all do things for our own reasons. We're either trying to promote our channel, trying to talk about something that's interesting. But with Heather, I am concerned that to some degree she might be discrediting herself by seeming so eager to publicize everything, when I think right now it seems like she would be better to maybe lay low and to kind of protect her family and everything like that. So there was a lot of kind of back and forth with her. I'm going to get into that in 1 second. So the thing with Heather W. was really crazy. She ended up flipping out on me 2 days after the interview. I was exhausted. We had been preparing the interview for a while. I spent a lot of time prepping for it, and I'm kind of glad I did because there were a lot of developments, namely the rape voicemail threat, stuff like that. So after the interview had happened, actually what happened was Chrissy Mayer had played the interview on her podcast, the Chrissy Mayer podcast. So I just want to say thank you. Shout out to Chrissy Mayer. I love her show. I think Chrissy's really awesome, and I really appreciate that she took the time to play the interview, mention the show, mention my channel. So as it just so happens, I was watching the live chat because I do watch Chrissy's show. I was not aware that she was playing our interview because I had clicked off of it, but it turns out that Heather was actually lurking in the chat anonymously, not saying anything, and I guess supposedly Chrissy was kind of critical of her, and a lot of her fans were sort of trolling Heather and shitting on her. So I get this text from Heather, and I'm going to pull this up in 1 second. Actually, I'm going to pull up the Zoom so that I can talk about these things like we did on the Heather interview. So just hold on 1 second. Okay, guys, so I'm going to use Zoom to exhibit this stuff that I'm talking about right now because it just makes it a ton easier than if it's off screen and I can't remember or react to what is being said. So I'm going to pull this up. So, okay, so this is basically maybe 2 days after the interview. This was right when the Chrissy Mayer podcast had played the interview. So I get this text out of the blue. Fuck. My dad is all pissed. I saw that Chrissy Mayer called me ugly and doped up. I know I agreed to do shows, but today I am not happy. Please take my son's name off. And I had put the texts that were in the video up on the Discord, on my Discord server. And I guess I had forgotten to redact a couple of things with her son's name, I guess, was up there. So I deleted those entire screenshots. So I apologize. That was actually my bad she's referring to. So she says, my dad's checking everything. Chrissy M, I fucking apologize to her on WATP. She's a fat belly bitch. I'm done. So I just said, it's off. When did Chrissy say that about you? And to be honest, I had no fucking idea. I knew that Chrissy, and I had been commenting in the chat. I was like, hey, Chrissy, what's up? You know, whatever. Didn't think that she knew who I was or cared about the interview or whatever. I just, I'm a fan of hers. So, she said, yeah. I'm like, when did Chrissy say that about you? So she goes, I saw you super chatting her live this morning. Like, that's not fucking creepy. And I said to her, look, I didn't send her any money. I was on her stream, but I didn't see her say anything about you because I didn't watch the whole thing. So I said, I didn't hear the entire stream. That sucks that she trashed you. And I'm just, being polite. So now she says, what the fuck? Now you're wanting to be buddies with Chrissy? I get it. Your career is booming. I don't know about that. I mean, the interview did pretty good, but 1,000 views is not booming. No, not at all. I mean, I'm flattered, but no. Yeah, no, I'm very small channel. But so anyways, So your career is booming, but why? Me.
Me.
I hooked you up with WATP and was responsible for the most part for this boom of yours. Now my life is fucked and I thought you were nice. Wrong. Used me. Go fuck Chrissy. You don't even stick up for me. You have your nose up her ass. Thanks for nothing. You're not who I thought you were. Just remember, whatever giveth can be taken away. Fuck all you selfish assholes. So I guess my entire channel, all the work that I've done, producing the show, planning it every single week, trying to pick topics and sitting here filming for an hour and a half and then spending fucking 3 hours in the editing room, sitting and editing and yeah, I'm sure she did all that work. Yeah, shut up, Heather. This obviously she was upset, but I mean, come on, this is crazy. So I didn't take it too personally. So I just said, Heather, I don't know what you're talking about. I thought it was cool she played the interview. I didn't do anything wrong. I like Chrissy Mayer. I don't have to agree with everything she says to appreciate. She mentioned the interview. So I'm trying to like say, hey, like calm down, take it easy. She called me ugly and turkey neck and doped up. Goofoo. I think she meant to say good for you. Good for you. She boosted your career. What career? What the fuck are you talking about? I have like 200 subscribers. I mean, maybe someday, but yeah, I'm not there yet. Not even fucking close. So anyways, good for you. She boosted your career. Leave me alone. I saw the comments today. Just forget about me. And I said to her, I'm going to move on from this because it's starting to get weird. You chose to go on WATP. You wanted to come on my show. Nobody used you. You are an adult. She had ample time. If she had decided she didn't want to come on my show, that would have been fine. I could have still talked about this stuff. I mean, it did help. It is definitely nice having a face-to-face interview with the person who was, harassed by John. And let me just say, I believe her wholeheartedly in spite of this craziness. And the main reason is, and it's really good that she has evidence. And that's most of the people who go, she's crazy, right? Really? No shit. I didn't know that, guys. Really? Is she fucking crazy? I didn't know. Really? It's almost, are you saying it's almost as if she's a Stuttering John fan or something like that? Shut up, guys. I know. I fucking know, but she's my friggin' guest. What am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to sit there as she's talking and go, hey, Heather, what are you fucking crazy? No, dude, you get the story. You try to deal with, not every person that you interview is going to be easy to manage. And this lady was difficult to deal with, but she wasn't unpleasant up until this point. So I do appreciate that she was generally nice, but when this happened, it was like a red flag light switch kind of thing where I'm like, no, I'm not going to deal with this. I'm not going to deal with this lady anymore. So I said to her, I'm going to move on from this because it's starting to get weird. You chose to go on WATP. You wanted to come on my show. Nobody used you. You're an adult. And I said to her, Heather, you're the one who keeps trolling John's chat. Move on. I didn't do anything wrong. And I was just like, goodbye, Heather. Good luck with the cease and desist. And I still am rooting for her, by the way. I do want her to win. She is, definitely a little eccentric, but you know what, John, what he did to her, it's not right. He was really shitted to her, and I don't think it's right. And so, I'm not turning on this lady just because she flipped out on me. But what am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to get her text messages 24 hours a day? No, that's the end of this. So anyways, so she says, goodbye, you unappreciative piece of shit. Not John's chat, by the way, all the others. Okay, she was trolling John's chat 5 minutes before we recorded the interview. She trolled John's chat anonymously, or maybe not anonymously, but she was trolling his chat. She got so upset because I guess John or one of his mods, they started to call Heather ugly and they were threatening her kids by name, which is pretty fucked up. So then I call her, or we're about to start the Zoom meeting. I'm sending her the link and she goes, Adam, I can't record. I can't do the interview tonight. I'm too upset. I'm just too upset because this happened. I was in John's chat. He did this, he did that. And she goes, I need to call the police. I need to call the Canoga Park police. I'm being threatened, this and that. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, oh shit, dude. And I'm like, you know what? I was trying to say to her, I said, let's do the interview. I'm trying to just try to get her to do the interview without pressuring her. I didn't want to push her, but I said to her, I said, you know what, if you don't want to do the interview, I understand. I'm not going to push you, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to reschedule, because at that point I'd spent all day preparing, and I'm just like, you know what, I could just do this I could do this video by myself with the information that she sent me. And, it would be I definitely am glad that we were able to do the face-to-face interview, but this lady was that difficult to man. It was that difficult to deal with her, whatever was going on. The fact that she was constantly giving you updates, it was just overwhelming. So I'm like, you know what, we could just do it another day. And then she was like, no, call me in an hour. So we were able to record the interview. Thankfully, that was great. So goodbye, you unappreciative piece of shit. Not John's chat, by the way. All the others. Who are all the others? What, Carl? I know for a fact she trolls Carl. Chrissy, right? And I don't know who else, but that's so creepy. Who has the time to sit in everyone's live chat? She watches the Creep Off live. She listens to WATP live. And I'm a fan of shows, but I think it's weird that she's trolling Chrissy Mayer, especially since she's done that before. She's been caught. Well, not necessarily caught, but John had her trolling Chrissy, and she's still trolling Chrissy. Maybe she's a little curious as to see what people are saying about her, but I find it funny that she was there, just happened to be trolling and lurking in the chat when the interview was played, because I wasn't even there. And I watched Chrissy's podcast, and I just was out doing something. You're just like John. Wow. See, to me, that's the low blow. If you're going to equate me with John, what, after all we covered, after what John did to you, really? I threatened you? I sent you rape threats? Like, how am I like John? That's insane. That's crazy. To say you're just like John, it's like, okay, how can I trust you, lady? You know what I mean? This is batshit crazy to equate me with John. I understand she's upset. She definitely has a right to be a little pissed off, not at me, but to project all this onto me, I thought was fucking nuts. This is me. I was wondering when you were going to turn on me. Better sooner than later. And then she says, haha, so clever. And I said to her, look, lady, I was nothing but nice to you and wanted to help you. I said, you are paranoid. I'm going to block you now. Goodbye, Heather. Stop typing, leave me alone. Because at the time she was, and I'm seeing just constant. And it's like, she doesn't want me to talk to her, but she's still sending me texts. I think that's fucking nuts. So anyways, I was like, what the fuck, man? I'm out grocery shopping. It's like, 8:00 at night when I'm getting this text. And I just got to a point, I just had to block the lady. And of course, I'm thinking to myself, shit, man, what did I get myself into? Is this lady, it definitely goes through your mind, is this lady just full of shit? And then I realized, well, she has evidence backing her up. So I'm like, no, you know what? I do believe her. But then again, she is a Stuttering John fan. So, okay. So the next day I got this crazy email because she had actually left a comment on one of my YouTube videos that said, check your email. And I'm like, oh, fuck, what is this? So this is the email. Adam, unlike John, which I don't know what the fuck John has to do with it at this point. When you flip out on me, it doesn't have anything to do with John. Unlike John, 1, I apologize. 2, I know you feel like I'm a bitch. Why? Because you equated me to John, the friggin' stalker that we just ass blasted him on the interview, and you're going to just compare. Do you not understand how fucking crazy that sounds? Okay. Number 3, you and I at war. No, we're not at war. I just don't want to talk to you anymore. You're too crazy. You're just acting too crazy for me to want to deal with you anymore. You and I at war only helps John, and you're amazing, right? Amazing. What did I get? Like 400 views at this time? I think it was like at 400. It might be at like 13. I think it's like 12 or 1300 now, but that's not amazing. I'm glad that we got some views and some subscribers, but yeah, that's not amazing. So it only helps John and your amazing rise in views, subscribers, and connections I helped you get. So yeah, I don't know about that, lady, but people actually saw an interview that I did, a fake interview I did of John. They tweeted it at Carl. Or I'm sorry, they sent it to Carl on Reddit. He thought it was funny. Him and his wife watched it. And I think that's the reason why I got on Carl's radar. I'm sure that you probably mentioned me to him too. I never asked you to do that. And, I don't think that's the reason why Carl had me on the podcast. I need to tell you more of what transpired last night. If you are nice, let me explain. You know what? I'm done explaining myself. I'm done letting you explain. I don't have to prove that I'm nice to you. Maybe I'm not a nice person. Maybe it doesn't matter. I don't have to prove. I don't owe you anything, lady. If you are nice, you'll let me. Nope, I won't. I'm not nice. I'm not going to let you explain. I heard enough. Enough. Sorry again. This is like such a half-hearted apology. I'm not buying it. Sorry again. And this whole, I need to tell you what happened. Like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not interested anymore. It's just, it's all, hey, guess what? And here, there's more. And then, did you hear what happened? This lady just wants to keep getting attention. It's just like, she just wants to continue this forever. That's what I get. That's the sense that I get from her. So sorry again. It's gotten to the point oh God, if I hear this one more goddamn time, it's gotten to the point legally that I think you may want to know. Nope. Nope. Mixed with CM Chrissy Mayer, I am now hearing from my dad about his lawyers, police. And as you remember, my dad is a warrior going after John. It's all very stressful. Me too shit, but what John deserves. Last, I now know that you did not know about the Chrissy thing. Thank you for doing the interview. People have sent it to all John's guests. Sorry again, above, Heather. And this part, this is what really freaks me out. No more in writing. No more in why? Why not? Why not no more in writing? Well, that's crazy. Why? You know what I think? I think she either wanted to threaten me or yell at me. She wanted to say something to me that she did not want me to talk about on the show. She didn't want me to have a screenshot, but I'm not interested. If you have something that you don't want in writing, I don't need to hear it. I'm not interested. So if you send me information, you know what, like Carl said, if you send me information, I don't need your permission to play it or to talk about it. So yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. So yeah, no more in writing. Yeah, no. How about just no more? I'm done. I'm not interested. So I sent Heather an email back. Heather, your texts really creeped me out, were crazy and shitty, and it wasn't cool. I don't know why you spend so much time lurking in everyone's live chats, but I'm an adult and it's none of your business who I talk to, associate with, or how I run my show. I've been running a channel for 2 years. I spend several hours a week planning, filming, and editing shows, and you trying to take credit for my work is absolutely crazy and false. The boost from the interview is modest, and I'm glad, but it is by no means going viral. By choosing to turn against me, you only discredit yourself in the eyes of outside observers, and that's unfortunate because I did genuinely believe your story. I still do, mostly because of the evidence. It's good that you have evidence to back up your claims because the truth is you do come across like a celebrity-obsessed stalker. And come on, I mean, this lady, most of her claim to fame, she told me she met Howard, she met Gary, and she met High Pitch Eric, was friendly with him for a summer or something. I mean, that's a real great connection to make. High Pitch Eric. She met Gary and she met Fred in an elevator or something like that. And that's not weird. You know, we all just bump into Gary and Fred and Howard. So yeah, nobody meets Howard Stern by accident. If you meet Howard like that, you're either a crazy fan or you're stalking him. So that's definitely weird. But anyways, yeah, I think the celebrity obsessed stalker thing, I felt bad saying it, but you know what? It's true, dude. It's at this point, it's like, all right, you got to know when to like kind of move on from this. I think this is unhealthy and you should move on and focus on your own life. I did nothing but listen to your story, give you a platform and a voice, and I was super nice to you. There was nothing rational or normal about how you acted, and I find your apology strange and half-hearted. You had many options of how to deal with this situation. You could have served him legally and quietly. Instead, you chose to tell him in his chat room, and now he knows he is being served. That's 5 minutes before the interview. She just couldn't resist. You could have gone on any show you wanted to talk about this. Let's be honest. You came on my show because you knew I had a small following of WATP fans and my channel was getting attention from the show, and I had the DMCA thing with John. So you knew that I had kind of an axe to grind with him. And you thought that maybe I'd be somebody that would listen to your story, and you were right. You knew, where I was at. You knew how to get my attention. You said to me that you thought the interview would get the attention of Howard, Gary, Shuley, and that absolutely puts your credibility into question. You should have dealt with this by nipping it in the bud, and it's obvious you're more interested in prolonging the feud with John for as long as possible than for as long as you possibly can, then bringing this to a resolution. If you are really upset and concerned with your family's safety, you need to call the police, have him served, and move on already. And she's been given this. People in the subreddit have given her this advice before. I think it was either Joe Rogan, the Hunter, Triple X, or Fafa Floheim. It was one of the sort of regular posters on there. They were like, hey, man, Heather, we believe you. We're sorry that you've been abused by John, but you need to call the police. You need to stop like dragging your feet on this. Continuing the feud with John is not healthy for you, and you are choosing to do it anyway, which is, I'm sorry, it's the truth. Also, Carl had me on the show because he saw the fake interview of John I did, and he thought it was funny. You are an adult, and you chose to come on Carl's show, my show, and honestly, you chose to continue giving Stuttering John money, prolong your feud with him, and lurk in his chat 5 minutes before we were set to record the interview. When you told me that you were upset and wanted to reschedule at the last second, I thought that was weird. And I told you I didn't want to reschedule because I was honestly considering just moving on and not having you on the show and doing the episode alone. And I really was. At that point, I was like, I've had enough of this. Let's reschedule. I can't do this day. I can't do it, which is to a point. It's like, okay, we can reschedule. I'll try to work around it. I try to be an understanding guy, but it was just too much. She's like, oh no, I need to call the police and that. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just tapping out. So luckily, I asked her to reconsider. We were able to do the interview, and I'm glad that we did. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, I wasn't going to just infinitely reschedule with this woman. I hope this helps to clear things up from my point of view. I wanted you to be able to tell your story, and I'm glad you were able to. John was abusive and shitty to you, and I don't think it's right. But that's not all you were doing, Heather. Let's be honest. You had ulterior motives to turn this into a publicity stunt and to prolong the feud with John to your advantage. I simply wanted to do the interview, and I'm glad it's over with now. I did right by you, and you clearly didn't appreciate it. You wanted to be heard, expose John, and that has been accomplished. I was nothing but respectful and professional in my interactions with you. And this is the part where I feel really bad. I'm sorry, Heather. But you know what? I got to that point where I don't want anything to do with this lady anymore. So I said, please let this email serve as written notice that I do not want any further contact with you. Do not call, text, email me, or contact me via social media. Do not stalk my chat rooms or comment on my videos. Adam Goldstein. I banned her from commenting on my entire YouTube channel, which I never do. I don't like to ban comments. I don't delete comments. I just leave them. Even if it's the worst comment, I don't care. I believe in leaving it up there, but I just was like, you know what? I don't want her around. I just don't want to deal with her. I don't want her on my channel trying to stir up drama and get attention. It's enough. I've had enough of this lady. So here is her response, where I had already told her, do not contact me. Like, as in, do not. Sorry that you feel that way. I have to say, fair enough. And 80% of what you just wrote me is incorrect. However, like you, I'm an adult and I don't need your endless paragraphs of advice, which is such a cop-out when you actually, whether it's nice or not, whether it's something that they're inclined to hear from you, if you explain yourself to somebody and you're very thorough and like, hey, let me just tell you where I'm coming from, and they dismiss it with that Frenchman's wave, it's just too much, your diatribe, your big long diet. It's like, no, dude, actually, it made some sense. You should have listened to what I said. I actually was being really honest with you, and sorry. Okay, so you can't give someone one chance to apologize for making one mistake. Got it. No, it wasn't one mistake. You flipped the fuck out on me and you said really shitty stuff to me, and you were a cunt, Heather. You acted like a fucking stupid cunt. And I'm sorry, but you know what? I don't have to deal with that. I don't know you. You're not my friend. And you know what? If you're going to talk to me like that, I'm not going to deal with you anymore. I don't owe you anything, lady. Come on. You don't give me a break for, I made one mistake. Yeah. You know what? If I don't like you, I'm not going to deal with you. I'm a nice guy and I like almost everybody. But you know what? If this kind of behavior, dude, who would like you? This is crazy. And nobody wants to be around people like this. Sorry. But if you feel lonely, it's not, if you really feel lonely, lady, it's this kind of behavior. This is why people don't want to be around you, and this is why you have to resort to stalking people. It's fucked up.
My father is the head of the CIA, and he could have you dead in minutes!
You're welcome for all the views, connections, and subscribers. I really did like you and wanted to help boost your career. I don't lie. I didn't accuse this lady of lying. I just think she's too emotional and crazy, and I think a terrible judge of character. Absolutely terrible. And it seems to me like maybe she's a histrionic or borderline personality where they love you, they fixate on you, they meet you, they love you, they're your best friend, and then you do something that slights them, you do something that they don't like, and all of a sudden it's black and white. They either love you or they fucking hate you. There's never a middle ground. You never hear people like this go, Jimmy, he's a nice guy. I mean, he's kind of complicated. I kind of like him, but sometimes he can be kind of, no, there's no nuance with these people, no room for nuance whatsoever. It's just, they love you or they flip the fuck out and fly off the handle. So anyway, thanks for your not empathy, and don't worry, you won't hear from me again. I already told you not to contact me, and here, this email is you contacting me when I tell you not to. And this isn't the end of it. She continued. She went on Twitter and talked about me. I'll get to that. One last thing. You are, as you would say, delusional if you think Carl had you on WATP on your own merit. Everything you did, I sent him, and even went as far as talking you up to him. See below. He hadn't heard of you or seen this. I guess she sent him a link to one of my interviews or one of my clips, and he had laughed. He said like LOL or nice, which is what everybody says when they're just, that's such a generic, like, yeah, okay, nice. He didn't say anything. He just laughed at it. He may have seen it, maybe not. It doesn't matter, Heather, and you're taking all like 100% of the credit for it. I'm the one who did the video. I'm the one who made it. It's great that you thought it was funny. But that doesn't mean that you made the video. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to take credit for other people's work. And I don't mind giving credit when credit is due, but I don't believe in giving people credit for things that they haven't done. And you know what, lady? You haven't done anything. This is my show. You were a guest on my show one time. And maybe I would have had you back on if you didn't flip the fuck out on me. But at this point, I just think I look like a schmuck if I have you back on. If after you talk to me this way, I would have no self-respect to acknowledge you or deal with you anymore. And I don't have a problem with you. I wish you all the best, seriously, sincerely. But leave me alone. I don't want to deal with you I don't want to hear from you anymore. So I just wanted to talk about that. So anyways, originally I wasn't sure how I was going to address this, if at all. And then I realized, you know what, fuck it. Who gives a fuck? The lady flipped out on me. It's fair game. Listen, if she can show her text messages with John and private DMs and stuff like that, you know what? I don't mind showing the text messages and the DMs. So anyways, I just wanted everybody to have a little bit of an update as to what happened. I know a lot of people have asked me about it. So I just want to say I believe Heather wholeheartedly, but obviously, I think that to some degree, I could see outside observers questioning her motives, or maybe even thinking that she's somewhat culpable to a certain degree, not for the threats and stuff like that, but definitely for being grifted by John, because that's what he does. And, she continued giving him money, I guess. So I don't know. So of all the new subs I'm getting, Mersh himself from Revenge of the Sis actually subscribed to my channel. So I just want to say thanks, Mersh, for the subscription. And he also roasted me on his nighttime solo show, Nightwave. So I thought a lot of it was pretty funny too. There were some things that, did he really piss me off? But let's check this one out now because it's definitely worth a look. So this was a compilation I had put together where it was just him roasting me, but he had actually reacted to the whole interview, and he spent a lot of time reacting and playing it, so I do appreciate that. But go to his channel and check out that episode if you want to see some of the jokes he was making in general that you will not see on this compilation. It was pretty funny, but there's a lot more, and I think some of the funnier bits are probably left out of this. So go to his episode and definitely check it out. So we're gonna start this one now.
Why does this guy sound like he's terrified to be on his own show? Hi, I'm Adam Goldman. Hi, or Steen.
Yeah, man, I hate recording the beginning of it. I hate doing the monologues.
God. I've traumatized myself. I'm going to have to sue myself.
Hey, man, you look way Jewier than I do. Are you kidding?
I just hurt my neck.
doing my podcast.
I don't even look
and now
Jewy.
I'm
I
gonna
look
sue-
Irish.
Who makes these headphones? That's right.
Get a life, Jews.
I just hurt my neck on my podcast. Looks like I'm coming for you, Dr. Dre.
Oh no, this isn't fucking hack.
He looks terrified. He looks like somebody.
Yeah, he's got me there. I
kidnapped
definitely
him,
do.
Stuck
Ugh.
him in a room. Stuck a fucking gun in his face and was like, "You're gonna fucking podcast, motherfucker." And I swear to God, if you're not the number one show, if you're not the hey motherfucker, if you're not the number one show on motherfucking YouTube in 1 week, motherfucker, I'm gonna fucking kill you. You understand? Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Like literally.
I think he said "fuck" a little too much, but that wasn't bad.
It's like
not such a bad
somebody
bit.
woke him up in the middle of
Who stuck a
the
gun in
night.
my face? You at
Really.
McDonald's?
And because I've personally been sort of thrust in the middle of this with the whole drama with my DMCA channel. My
Yeah, I do
appearance on
suck at
Lovey's
doing
podcast.
monologue. I fucking hate
So
this
it's
part
really
of the show.
been-
Ugh.
Really been thrust in.
Hopefully I'll get better.
You made a video and you got don't. Let's see you've been thrust in. You're loving this. You're loving this, kiddo. Don't do the whole.
Oh, man, you really got my number.
Much to my fucking hesitation, I got dragged into this whole thing, and I hate. If there's one thing YouTubers hate, it's like attention and new people.
Oh,
watching
what? And
the
you
show.
don't,
It's like,
dude? All you do is
not
fucking
worth
stir up
this.
e-drama. Shut
Hey,
up,
this guy's
Mersh.
got the goods. Look at that multi-camera angles. I wanted to do that on this show, but
What, you didn't have an iPhone and a
Yes,
tripod? It's
honestly,
easy,
I don't-
dude. Stop being lazy.
fucking well played, you little shit.
Really?
You little piece of shit. Well played. I don't know why I'm just being adversarial with him for no reason. Yeah. You know what? I'll concede. Multi-camera angle. Well done, you little piece of shit.
It would make him sound like a jerk
It's
too.
fucking
Think about
easy.
what his fans would think about him recording somebody.
Wow. Yeah, and you wouldn't want people to think you're a jerk. I don't know if this Adam Goldstein guy's doing a bit or something, but he's so... It feels like the Norm Macdonald bit. Because she's like, he was blackmailing me and threatening to send sexual photographs of me to my own parents. And then he was doing this. And he's like, this guy sounds like a real jerk. This guy's no vocabulary.
Oh,
He
fuck
was
you,
sexually
Mersh.
blackmailing me to my parents.
Why? Because I don't say objectively
So I
every
could
other
give
word?
him
Maybe.
money to pay
Jesus.
his child support because I was a fan
Go after
of his
my
show.
voc. I have a
It's like,
very
wow,
strong
This
vocabulary.
guy sounds like a real jerkosaurus.
Jerkosaurus.
Yeah. No, he sounds criminal. Almost sounds borderline criminal, Adam.
Yeah, I know, dude. I was the one who did the
We're really
interview,
gonna
not
be accurate
you.
about this.
Yeah. Keep watching the interview.
Actually
You'll learn
sounds
something.
More like it's illegal. Blackmail.
Yes.
Don't do it. This Adam Goldstein's got some hot takes, folks. I gotta give it to this guy. Adam.
Dude, the
coming
comments in the
with
chat are fucking
some
hilarious.
Hot takes. Spicy takes.
Why is everyone so fucking stupid? Why aren't more people intelligent like me?
Let me tell you something.
And he repeats
Start
himself a
sexually
lot, too.
blackmailing and manipulating people. It's no good. Don't do that.
I think
He
that
has
joke
the
was
same-
funnier the first
he
time
sounds
around.
like Joe Biden, actually.
Ooh,
He has
you
the
motherfucker.
same-
What did you just... Ugh.
Adam Goldstein has the same
Fuck
cognitive
you.
function that Joe Biden has.
What?
And he's just like, we got people.
This is a guy who has a 100-page thread on Kiwi Farms. He is
threatening them to send them to their parents.
probably more bullied on the internet than Anthony
America,
Cumia
in my
is,
America,
but
it's
for some
called
I don't know why
blackmail.
he chooses to
We
zero
call
in on me.
blackmail.
I'm definitely
That's not good. Folks, ain't good.
I like some of these bits, but I'm definitely not the most eccentric
Anthony
person on
Cumia
here.
Debacle where Anthony didn't even say anything about his kids, and he's
Yes, he did.
Show me the tweet. I want to see the tweet.
Sorry.
Really?
Sorry.
Why
Look,
did John
I'm not
apologize
trying
to him?
defend
I don't
John
know.
here, but I have to make a judgment. I have to make a ruling. Adam Goldstein, you are incorrect.
Mersh, I want to see the tweet. Show me that. Somebody show me the tweet that he's talking about. I haven't seen
Cumia
it.
Did
Really?
say something really vicious, and
Then why did
tweeted
John
something
apologize to him? I think the
really
real,
vicious.
and maybe
Like,
I
it
was
came
wrong.
from a
If
dark place.
if Anthony, and I would believe
So
him,
John
but if Anthony did
had
tweet
a
something about it,
biological daughter
okay, he's explaining it.
became trans, quite a while back, and got the top surgery.
I'm just a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania.
I took a picture after the top surgery, completely topless, with the stitches like a cross.
Yep. Right.
And
He's a she. He's a she. He's half man, half woman. What?
Kumia found that picture, posted that on Twitter. Father of the Year, John, and like,
fuck, John, I don't care. Good.
So what the hell are you? A man or a woman?
Or had to ask somebody for the picture, get the picture sent to you, attach it to a tweet, and then write out the tweet, tag Stuttering John. Like, you don't do that.
And then John apologized to Anthony. I don't know. There's more to this story, I think.
Shit on Twitter. I'll have your back for that, but oof.
I'm going to...
Maybe I stand corrected on that tweet, but the truth is, the bigger point I'm trying to make is that anybody can just tell John something and he'll believe it.
I'm gonna fuck you in the ass, you dirty old bag. Love you. I'm gonna fuck you in the ass, you dirty old bag. Love you.
And then I sent
that. I like this, the way he just stops. That wasn't bad, yeah.
I hope you know I obviously didn't send you that message, and you know.
I mean, are we 100%?
I have had.
No, I admit it. I sent her the rape threat voicemail.
Ragamuffin team of chat moderators, and it was.
Whoa, dude! How is this guy fucking ragamuffin? How are you on YouTube, bro? Watch your language.
Oh, what? You don't like my vocab?
It was all just stupid, and they never sent me the type of messages that you're getting. So I'm so sorry that you're even having to deal with this. It's
Shut
so
up,
unfair.
simp.
It's disgusting.
Oh, what are you, an anti-simpite now too?
Fucking simp. Look at that simp face. Look at that kid. Look at his dumb fucking face.
My dumb face, Mersh. Dude. My dumb face, dude. I don't know, man. I've seen the Mersh subreddit, and Kiwi Farms would probably disagree.
Keep an ear out. I want you guys to keep your ears peeled for the.
Fuck you.
How many times he goes, that's insane.
Maybe I should say Spurg a million times a second like you. Spurg, you're a Spurg. I'm a Spurg. You're Spurged out. Shut up, Mersh. Let the fucking video play.
I'm sorry that you're in that position where you have to. Nobody should have to go through that, but it's unfortunately when somebody's harassed.
What do you want me to say? You want me to say fuck whatever, dude?
I understand.
It is crazy what this woman fucking went
some good
through.
ones. Adam, you give Jews a bad name.
Oh, this part I like.
Adam, you give Jews a bad name. That's what it should be.
Like, he sounds insane the way he fucking laughs. I know I said insane again.
2 planes. You give Jews a bad name.
Funnier the first time, but he always cracks himself up more on the second run. I love that.
That's nothing but a racket for the Jew.
Guys, stop it. Just having a little bit of fun here.
Are you?
Just having a little bit of fun here.
Just own it, man. If you don't like the Jews, that's cool, but just own it.
Imagine playing both sides of the fence between
Adam gossips like a Long Island Yenta.
So it sounds like he's trying to pretend that he's your friend.
It sounds like you're all LARPing.
The message to stay away.
It sounds like you're all LARPing as double agents, like a bunch of fucking fags.
Double agents? And you can't even say fag.
Wow.
Fags.
By the way, Adam's pretty gay, too. He takes a lot of screenshots.
He's a fag.
He's always archiving everyone.
Dude, you greenlighted gay ops on your channel. Don't even come after me for that, dude. I wonder why Mersh doesn't like me. I don't know why. You know what? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. And man, I don't know what your problem is with the screenshots. Yeah, I think it's a good idea to have evidence because I can't just believe people, and you know what? Maybe it was a little much, but dude, look what John did, man. He's the one you should be focused on. But I have to say, I do appreciate that you played the interview. You spent more time than anybody else did talking about it, so that was pretty cool, and I do appreciate the subscription. But Joe Biden? You know what, dude? Fuck you. Seriously, I'm not even kidding. Mersh can go fuck himself as far as I'm concerned. That guy, he likes to do the whole, let me tell you something. It's a lot of dead air. Ugh. Yeah, Joe Biden, man, that was hitting below the belt. So I'm gonna try to see if maybe I have it in me to do one more of these. Maybe we could do a freak out, like a McDonald's freak out. So we're gonna start this one from the beginning. This is man freaks out at McDonald's, smashing several windows in the process. We're gonna start this one now.
So you have to go through the drive-through. So it's, oh my God.
Holy shit.
There you go. Hey, call Tina. There you go. Call her right now.
With his fucking head? What kind of psycho does that?
No, I'm not about to. No. This nigga trip. Hey, sir. Call the police.
I don't think that calling him sir is going to calm him down.
Do something. What the fuck? Hey. Oh my.
What?
Breaking the Mick windows out this bitch. Hey.
The
sir,
Mick window.
The manager's not here. You have to go through the drive.
Yeah, well, he got in.
Break all the Mick windows. Hey.
Mick windows.
That shit costs Mick money. Stop.
Mick money.
You need to Mick stop.
Mixed.
Sir, the drive-through. She finna blame this shit on me though. Why would you come? Hey, call the police. What the fuck? Hello, sir.
Dude, there's no reasoning with
Sir,
this guy.
What do you want?
This guy's breaking windows with his head.
Happy Meal or something. Make him some fries now, please. Oh, sir, we about to get you some nuggets or something. This man gonna break the whole McFucking-Donald's. Can you? Hey!
Dude, what is this, Fortnite? You're trying to forage for friggin' out materials?
911. Abracadabra. Hello. It is I, a victim. Hey! Sir. Tell him we is closed in here on the inside part. He just gonna sit in the bushes? That's not even shit. Where's the?
Is that a thing? Do people just sit in bushes like that?
Fuck! Shit!
Man, I wish I had the balls that this guy had.
Did you call her? She not answering the phone. Oh my God! He got his food, officer. We made him some food.
Guy's obviously a fucking schizo. Jesus.
Before y'all take him to jail. Here go his McNuggets.
Yeah, so that one is just Mick Crazy. Wow. Wow. It's insane. Fuck you, Mersh. So I just want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank everybody for tuning in, and I want to give a special welcome to the new subscribers who are just joining us. You guys are definitely going to love some of the new shows that are coming up. We're going to shit all over Stuttering John. We're definitely going to focus on some other people too. And don't be afraid to do me a favor and just leave a comment below and let me know if you're a new subscriber, where you came from and how you got here, whether you're an ROTC fan, a WATP fan, ONA, Howard Stern, or if you're just a Stuttering John hater. I really do appreciate you guys. I'm Adam Goldstein for AGTV, and you guys are watching The Pylon. See you next week.
Bye-bye.